Yeah! Saw the ghost of Elvis on Tuesday afternoon.
Somebody sent us a message saying that we inspired them to troll their friends, but he's been singing Walking in Memphis for 3 straight days now.
Yes.
And his buddy's fucking pissed.
Is he a fucking conehead like me?
I guess.
Goddamn right he is. Coneheads unite. We are live on YouTube currently. Drinkin Bros Sports Companion Show. You might be axing yourself, hey man, didn't you guys already put out one of these this week? We did. That was the College Bowl Game Prediction Show, where D'Anthony and I gave us every single prediction, spread-wise as well, of every single game. Right now, the first one is currently being played. We told you to take Buffalo at -6.5. They are up 17-0 at halftime. Get wet, get hard, make money.
Those are the 3 things.
Hey, you got to get wet, you got to get hard, you got to make money.
So, if you didn't know.
Friday afternoon, we're drinking. We're doing the extra show because, look, cat's out of the bag now. We had a special guest. We had to fly to Austin, Texas to interview Monsieur Alex Jones. Show was wild, wasn't it?
It was pretty wild, yeah.
Man,
it's Alex Jones, so what do you expect?
That guy's fun, man. We always have a fun time down there. He's always extremely hospitable. So is his crew, and we enjoyed that show. However, the reason why I'm explaining this to you is we did not get a chance to get to the NFL spreads.
Not yet.
There was no Thursday night games, which we knew, obviously, going into the week. There was 3 Saturday games. Therefore, we are coming at your ass live on Friday. We're going to give you all the NFL spreads and hopefully make you some more money. I dominated last weekend. I'm on a fucking run right now. I mean, an absolute fucking run. So
You were what, 5 out of 6?
I won 5 out of 6 this weekend. My only loss was, and I'm going to read this off my phone here to the folks at home. So, looking at it, Philadelphia Eagles -6.5. That was the best beat of the year for me, or maybe any year.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why. We were down to the last, 15 seconds of the game. Mm-hmm. Eagles scored. They went up by 4. Spread was 6.5, and I was like, all right, fuck it. We interviewed another guest, and we were on for a couple hours. It's a big one. I'm not going to say who that is. I'm going to save that for the new year. Anyways, by the time I turn on, I'm on my phone, it was Drinkin Bros blowing me up saying, dude, how lucky do we get with Philly, brother? And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I thought we would have lost that game. Turns out Philly recovered a fumble and ran it in 50 yards at the buzzer to cover that spread, and we won by 10 points.
Well, sometimes the good Lord's just looking out for you.
It was a great one.
Everybody knows Jesus loves to gamble. So
Yes, he does. Packers -4. Packers won that game as well. Looking good, feeling good. Minnesota -2. They won by like fucking 30. Looking good, feeling good on that one.
It was bad, yeah.
My only loss was the Rams.
Well,
-1.5 at Dallas.
It's funny that they're the 2 probably most. I guess if you add Minnesota to it, the 3 most talented, inconsistent teams in the NFL right now.
Minnesota, though, is 10-4, I believe.
They're 10-4. They're like the Packers, though. They
don't look like a 10-4 team. Yeah,
no, not at all. And I don't think they're going to have a whole lot of success in the playoffs either.
We'll find out. But the Rams, I thought, were back, and I was ready to go all in on them. I thought the Cowboys had quit on their coach, and then they ended up destroying him. That was my only loss. Next up, my lock of the week. Both of our locks of the week on the show. We pounded the table and said, go Buffalo +1. They were getting a point at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's down with third-string quarterback, third-string running back. It is Smith-Schuster's not playing. Like, everybody's all fucked up on that team. It is unbelievably impressive what they are doing.
Yeah,
I think Mike Tomlin.
Honestly, there's a lot of heart on that team.
Mike Tomlin should be the coach of the year, hands down. I don't give a fuck.
It'll never happen because they suck, but, what are you going to do?
Oh, but they're going to the playoffs, and they deserve it, man. He deserves it, actually, because I've never seen anybody cobble together what he's been able to cobble. I'll put it in the same perspective as
with Duck Hodges.
Duck Hodges is a quarterback.
Yeah.
He throws for like 80 yards a game. The Falcons were in a similar situation last year.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm a Falcons homer. Therefore, I'm going to bring this up in a comparison. But we got injury fucking ravaged last year, the same as the Steelers,
especially in the defense.
Yeah, but we ended up fucking 3-90. Mike Tomlin though, just as many injuries on this team, didn't have a fucking problem, and they're playing against Baltimore twice a year.
Yeah.
So, Mike Tomlin, congratulations, man. You're a real fucking coach, dude. It's been a hard year. Buffalo, though.
He's a good coach anywhere. I think it's probably time for him to move on from Pittsburgh, though. Now that the Roethlisberger era is over, usually you want those long-term coach-quarterback relationships.
Yeah.
And I feel like he needs to start over somewhere, honestly.
And he probably will. Maybe the Browns.
Oh, man. I don't know if I would even take that job.
No. Next up, so the Bills covered handily. I felt pretty confident, and that was an easy win. And then last but not least was the Saints. Took that Saints game. Saints, Jesus Christ, that was destruction against the Indianapolis Colts. We had so many Colts fans giving me shit all year long. Jacoby Brissett is the next Pat Mahomes. He's so great. We're going to playoffs. He's awesome.
He's a good middle of the road quarterback. I don't think they had a legit shot to go to the playoffs, but I mean, first round loss for sure.
Look, they're 6-8.
Now it's over.
No.
Now it's over.
They're out
for sure.
So they're officially eliminated.
Yeah.
They cannot go to the playoffs. I don't want to hear anything from Colts fans anymore. Like, Jacoby Brissett is not the guy, and if you think he is, congratulations and have fun with that. Let me know when you're in the Super Bowl. I actually enjoy the city of Indianapolis. I've been there for a couple Big Ten championship games.
Yeah.
I like that stadium.
You never know.
Great stadium.
Unless they bring back those like mid-2000s defenses, they have no, with anybody at quarterback, they're not going to the Super Bowl because they just don't have, like, T.Y. Hilton's good. He's not great. Mack is good. He's not great.
I think Hilton could be great. He seems to be oft injured, that one, because he's a littler man.
Yeah, he's a
but
tiny
he's
guy.
The same size as fucking Marvin Harrison. So
that's true. But Marvin Harrison was a
gangster.
He would go over the middle like no 5'3" or however tall he was guy I've ever seen in my goddamn life.
He would also kill someone at his own car wash. So
no, he didn't get convicted.
He did not. Whatever he did, and the guy probably deserves it. That's the way I look at it with Marvin Harrison. But yeah, they fucking suck, and it was they got their asses handed to them on Monday night.
It was bad.
Congratulations to Drew Brees, the all-time touchdown pass leader. I did not think that would happen in my life.
Really?
He's so small. I mean, you want to talk about overcoming the odds. Jesus Christ. He's a 5'10", 5'11" guy.
5'11"-ish, yeah.
And he's the guy that all these Browns fans always bring up to me and be like, well, Baker Mayfield isn't the same size as fucking Drew Brees. Well, it sure doesn't have the fucking talent of Drew Brees, my man. So I don't want to hear that comparison anymore. I really don't. Congrats to Drew Brees, though. Guys always played the game correctly. I didn't even hear a word about him, even after the bullshit penalty call that was not called last year.
Yeah, he's not a complainer.
No. He is that dude, and the city of New Orleans is lucky to have him. I say let him play as long as he wants to play, to be honest with you there.
Well,
but let's get to the picks of this week. As always, this show is brought to you by mybookie.com/Drinkin Bros. Bet with us or against us. The bowl games, man, are fun as shit. Listen to that bowl game special, dude, and bet with us, man. Doubles your deposit all the way to $1,000. And these NFL games, now you're getting down to the gritty of it, the real titty of it, the titty of the games. Our bowl game, or our playoff record last year was disgusting.
Yeah, it was good.
It was really good because now you know who's going to be in it and what everybody needs. And these are fun, and these are a little more easier to call. Although, I don't know how you get better than what we've been doing the last 6 weeks here on this show. But go to mybookie.com/Drinkin Bros today and break that bank, son. Break that bank. I was one game away from a fucking 16 parlay, and fuck you, Rams. You really jammed it up my beehole. Also, ghostbed.com/Drinkin Bros. We'll give you all your bed needs. We're gonna hammer away at the sponsors up front because these are monsters right now. Ghostbed.com/Drinkin Bros. They have extended their flash sale. It is 25% off the entire store until January 6th. Everything. Mattresses, pillows, adjustable bases, sheets, pillows, all of it. Everything in the store is 25% off for the holidays all the way to January 6th. I can't tell you about the military or first responder deal anymore for 15% off because you're not going to beat this. If you're Whatever you do in this life, you're not going to be 25% off the entire store. Go there. It is only at this URL, ghostbed.com/drinkingbros today. And the important part about this is this. I talked to these guys yesterday on the phone. The 36-month pay-as-you-go program for this shit is still in effect, including the 25% discounts. No one is doing that. There's no interest on the 36-month pay-as-you-go program. There is no interest, and everything is 25% off. You can combine both of those deals and get whatever the fuck you want. So if you're looking for a mattress or pillows or anything, shopping now, do it now because this deal will expire on January 6th at ghostbed.com/drinkingbros. Last but not least, we've got killcliffcbd.com, and the new drinks are out, D'Anthony. They're on our desk.
Yeah, they got the Mango Tango and the grapest of all time.
Look at these guys. I had
the grape last night. It's fucking good.
The best. The best. Just got our cases shipped in. They're currently in stock. Buy these before they're gone, dude. At killcliffcbd.com.
Yeah, just to remind you, last time they came out, when Orange Kush first came out, it was out for about, 96 hours and then gone.
Sold out, yeah. These are all in, so get it. Get it now. That promo code Drinkin' Bros, it is a promo code at Drinkin' Bros at killcliffcbd.com. Use the promo code Drinkin' Bros for 20% off. That is free shipping as well. You get free shipping with that, 20% off. And you use it on a case. So you knock it down to like fucking $3.90 a can. It's the same as like Monster or something.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. 25 milligrams of CBD. You will not test positive.
It's the best in the
THC.
business, my man.
Yes. They are exploding, and rightfully so. I know it's us and like Joe Rogan who are on this fucking train. But again, once you start having it, man, after workouts and all that other bullshit, dude, going to bed, you feel great. You're not taking drugs, brother. And then Raycom, dude, .com /Drinkin' Bros is all our headphones needs.
Look how small that is.
Boom. There it is.
Small case, but loud fucking noises right here, my man.
Yeah, man.
I would say these new ones are about double the audio capacity that the old ones are, and the old ones are pretty good.
They're amazing. 6 hours, dude. You get them. Yeah, and they charge in that box, right?
It's ridiculous. Yeah, they charge in this box. So you can charge them. I don't even know how long they'll charge in here, to be honest. Like, I've tried to test it and make the case go dead, and I haven't been able to do it yet.
It's crazy,
and
right?
We're all over the place. We're traveling all the goddamn time.
Affordable headphones, man. Wireless. Boom. They charge in the box. You're good to go. And they last 6 fucking hours, dude. 6 hours. And they're loud as shit.
By the way, is an hour longer than anybody else in the market.
Yes. And the best in the biz, man, at buyraycon.com /Drinkin' Bros. With that URL, it knocks it down to $55, man. I don't know if it's 20 or 30% off. Either way, shit's $55. Mm-hmm. Nobody has headphones like this for that price. We are actually grateful to have them on the show.
Yeah, I love those guys.
I hope they'll be here in 2020, to be honest with you, man. Because they keep coming out with new ones that just keep getting greater and greater. I don't know how they're doing.
I mean, really, the first product was good. The first product was good. But when they came back to market with their renovation, I guess, of their product, whatever you want to call it, it was like, man, you guys have really stepped up your game.
Well, technology keeps getting better.
It does.
They're the only ones that keep up with it. Apple doesn't do that bullshit, man, because it's all they want to do is keep selling you fucking dongles and plugins and all this other bullshit.
So they're selling
improving the products.
They're selling like these little things that affix to the ends of AirPods now.
Yep.
So they're corded again, so you don't lose them.
I know.
Like, come on, man.
Best.
We've come full circle.
Yeah, we have.
It's totally retarded.
We have Raycon's the best, dude. Go to buyraycon.com /Drinkin' Bros today. Before we get into the NFL spreads, I want to talk about something I never thought we'd talk about on this show. Obviously, we're Steph Curry fans. Like the way he plays.
We love Steph Curry, yes.
Like his game. Seems like a genuinely good dude.
Mm-hmm.
I was surprised to wake up and see dick pics of him all over the internet this morning, and that was surprising.
Mm.
Do you know how those got intercepted and or why? But he's got a hog on him. I will say that.
He says it's not him, but come on, it's always him.
Yeah.
Although when Draymond got caught, he was just like, yeah, it's my dick.
Well, Draymond initially said the same thing. It was like, yeah, it wasn't me.
Yeah, he said he got hacked, right?
Who were the dick pics going to?
I don't know. I mean, you don't send dick pics to your wife?
I do not. I
would.
I send them to my friends.
Well, that's true, too, yeah. Batwing it up and then send a fucking picture out.
Yeah. I do that all the time.
We've talked about this on the show before, I think, but ejaculation videos are what girls are into these days, apparently.
I guess.
So that's what it would be for me. If my shit ever gets cracked,
Yeah.
It's just going to become everywhere.
Yeah, all over
but
yourself.
I've only been sending it to Jared, so.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Yeah, you got to do something in this life. I look, I'm proud of his dick, and it definitely is his. And I'll tell you why. I know this is fact. It is the same color as his skin. He is a light-skinned black man, or half white, half black, whatever you want to call it. His dick completely matches him. I mean, it would have to be the best Photoshop job on the planet. I'm also going to go back to Brett Favre on this one. Brett Favre sent a dick pic out, and you remember what happened there, right?
It was to a reporter, right?
Yes.
And then
he was working with.
That's how he got caught cheating.
Correct.
Because of the dick pic,
potentially, she didn't hook up with him. She was just
see.
like, yo, stop sending me dick pics. Like, I'm good on this, Holmes. Brett Favre did not have an impressive dick pic to send out.
No, he did. I mean, if I was as famous as these guys and I had just an absolute fucking hog on me, I would be leaking hog pics all the time.
There was somebody who did it, yeah.
I'd be dressing my dick up like different fucking musicians, like the whole band of Kiss.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey,
it's a lot of paint.
I got to get it out there. Well, it is, but
it's a lot of paint. I would dress it up like a giraffe because that's something that's tall and lengthy, you know?
I like giraffes.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to tell you.
Either way, Steph, I'm sure you've got some explaining to do to the missus. Unless they were sent to her, then you're fine.
I could see that. He's a family guy, and look, anybody that's that clean cut and polished in person's got some shit going on behind the scenes for sure. It's always like that. So
I will say this though. He's injured, so he doesn't have to face the crush of reporters every day.
Yeah.
So I don't know. He'll probably be able to avoid this and stay out of the spotlight. But those dick pics will get you.
I'm kind of looking forward to what Steve Kerr is going to get asked about this at some point, probably. And Steve Kerr is really funny when dealing with the media. Mm-hmm. So I know he's already written some stuff to say, unless he talked to Steph and Steph doesn't want him to talk shit. But I just imagine, look, Popovich is kind of a turd.
Yeah.
This is political stuff. He's trying to be an activist or some shit now. But he's funny with the media. He talks good shit.
Right.
So I want to see. That's what I want to do. I want to turn all sports into professional wrestling. That's what I want.
Well, we're getting close.
Yeah.
Politics has turned into that too.
Yeah. Well, we saw that the other night.
Man, we were at this is off sports for 2 seconds before we get to the NFL spreads, but we were at Jared's the night of the impeachment.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Trump did a rally in Michigan.
I've never seen anything like that before. I've never seen anything like that before in my life.
Me neither. And it was one of those like, hey, because you feel it. You know these moments in history where you're like, where were you when? We were at Jared's house in his new bar getting rocked off of White Claws, and
we knew the impeachment.
We knew it was going to happen.
We knew it was happening.
When.
We knew by morning we knew the vote was going to happen that night. So
yeah.
This is happening today. And then it occurred to me, I wonder what Trump's doing tonight. He was at a rally in Michigan. I'm like, oh, that'll be funny. I didn't think he was going to go live and just fucking start lighting everybody up. This was a State of the Union address he did.
It was brilliant.
Like it wasn't like some 15 or 45-minute canned rehearsed speech.
Sure.
He didn't appear to be reading off a prompter or anything. He just went ad lib for 3 hours. It was the longest speech of his entire political career.
Yeah, and it was great. It was one of the most entertaining things of all time. Live on every network, YouTube, all of it. Hilarious, man. Classic Trump. Love that dude. He's fucking funny as shit. I found it interesting, though, that Nancy Pelosi today invited him to give an actual State of the Union speech on February 4th. It's like, hey, man, we're going to impeach you, but also, you want to do the State of the Union address to the nation, or how's that going to work out? Because, I mean, they're all going to be sitting there. He could just go scorched earth in that motherfucker, and it would be that. Even that would be entertaining TV. So we'll see. All right, junkies. We're going to get to the NFL spreads. Let's do this. Boy. This is a team that is really inconsistent, Anthony.
They're all inconsistent. Nobody's been fucking consistent this year in the NFL.
Texans at 9-5 are at the Buccaneers.
That should be a fucking 11-3 team right now.
Now the Bucs are 7-7, man. If they win their last 2 games, they might get a wild card.
Yeah, you don't know.
And that's shitty NFC.
There's no way that the Texans on paper against the Buccaneers should be a -3 game.
I know.
Like to me that is ridiculous.
But here we are. Jameis Winston's had 9,000 yards passing this year. He will probably not be a starting quarterback in the NFL next year. Or
No,
he might be at the Browns.
He absolutely will be.
The Browns will be.
Winston's done. He's thrown a lot of interceptions.
Yes.
30 touchdowns, 24 interceptions. I don't know what the record for interceptions in the year is, but he's got to. Let me
be up there.
Actually.
Now, when I look at this game, both of them need this. The Texans don't want to go 9-6. Buccaneers needed to get into the playoffs. Look, if you go to the playoffs, right, it is pretty hard to get rid of Jameis Winston at that point.
It's hard to get rid of him now. He threw for 4,500 yards. I mean, there's still 3 games left, right?
2
games.
2 games left.
The most in a season is 42 by a guy in the 60s, but the most in modern history is 35. He's not going to reach that.
Okay. Man, this is a tough call, man.
It looks like he's going to throw for 5,200 yards. That's what his projection is right now.
God, man. I avoid this game, to be honest with you. The Texans are just so inconsistent. I don't know what to do with this team. I know I've bitched about this all year, but on paper, they have the talent. And when they put it together, like housing the Patriots and those guys, like they look great. And you're like, oh, they're back. J.J. Watt, though, might be back. And I would check that because initially he was ruled out for the year.
I'm looking.
Now they're saying he might be back. That if so, that would be a big boost to this team, and they definitely need this win to stay in this.
Let's see.
Man, it's going to be 75 in Tampa on Saturday. This is the 1 p.m. game. Whew. The over-under is 49.5. I'd take a strong look at that.
Watt isn't listed on the injury report, but he may be inactive still. Let me check.
All right.
Let's see.
Regardless, do you bet a game like this? Like
he's still on the reserve. No, not. I mean, honestly, I don't know how. I don't think you should waste money on this. Like, I might watch this game because I think it'll be interesting, but I don't want to put money on it.
I'm with you, man, because you look, you have 2 teams in a very similar situation where they're trying to get into the playoffs, and desperation is set in at this point.
Yeah, I mean,
and anything goes.
But they got to win.
Yeah, but
they can still go 11-5.
Winston's going to be chucking it around. Absolutely, they can. Winston's going to be chucking it around though, and it's tough, man, especially with J.J. Watt out. I don't bet it. Fantasy football wise, they lost Mike Evans on that team, man. Godwin's there, but shit. We'll see. We'll see. I sit this one out. There's plenty of other better games here. Next up, we got Bills at the Patriots. That's the 4:30 game. That's a fun one, man. That's gonna be a fun game. The Bills are 10-4. The Patriots are 11-3. The reason why this game is so fun is, look, if the Bills win, they're going to be tied for first place in that division. Patriots have got to give it their all. The Bills' defense is a hell of a defense to go against. And the Bills were very close to winning the first matchup.
This is the top 2 defenses in the league.
Correct.
For
and
sure.
the Bills were very close to winning this matchup first time around.
I'm taking it's 6.5.
Yeah.
It's -6.5. I got the Bills in this.
Same, man. I'm going with the Bills.
It's going to be 34 at Foxborough.
Which the Bills love.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Patriots love. It's fine. Like that's normal weather for these 2 guys.
We'll see. I wouldn't bet. I mean, the over/under is 37. That's low as fuck.
You know what I'm actually going to do? I'm going to pop this up a point. And again, subscribe on Drinkin Bros Sports on Facebook. It's a private group. The only rule is you just don't be a cunt. You can see our actual betting slips from mybookie.com. /Drinkin Bros, because we bet with MyBookie. We bet all of these games that we say we're going to on the show, and I release them right before the kickoff, so that way you know what I bet. Like, there is no going back. The bet slip is in. The numbers are on there. You can verify the receipts. Like, I don't want any fucking. I'm in this with you or against you. It depends on who you pick. But I'm going to bump this up to 7.5, just in case the Patriots win by 1 score. That way, I still have that half a point as a buffer. And this is actually going to be my biggest bet of
I think
Saturday.
the Bills are going to win this game.
So do I.
And if they win by a touchdown, they hold the tiebreaker too.
Yeah. Yep.
If they win by 7 or more, they hold the tiebreaker.
Yeah. And I this is going to be my biggest bet of this Saturday. I'm going to take the Bills in this one. This is a great game, and so is the next one, man. You got the Rams 8-6 fighting for their lives against the 11-3 49ers at San Francisco. The spread on this is -6.5 for San Francisco. Look, man, the Niners need this game. The Falcons won last week on a sweet, sweet miracle from Julio Jones, and that might have cost them the home field playoffs. Therefore, they've got to play this game. They've got to play and they got to win because they play Seattle for the final week, the 49ers. And that could determine who gets home field advantage throughout or who is going on the road and playing the first game, man.
It's at -7 now. Everybody's betting 49ers.
Woo!
And I agree. Although I'm going to buy a point and take it down to 6. I'm taking 49ers.
I'm with you. This is going to be a fun game, though. I'm excited to watch this, but I'll take the 49ers and I'll do that. I'll buy a half a point and take it down to 6.5. I'm with you on that. Sunday. Jaguars. Minshew 5-9 against the Falcons 5-9. This game is in Atlanta. Atlanta's -7 at home. Ugh. Why even bother putting the weather on here? It's a fucking dome, bro.
And I don't know why.
Stupid.
Why bother putting a line on this?
-7 for the Falcons. Look, the Falcons just beat the 49ers at the 49ers. They beat the Saints at the Saints. Calvin Ridley is out. He's on injured reserve for the rest of the year for the Falcons. Julio Jones looked fantastic. Actually got me into the Super Bowl in one of the Drinkin Bros leagues last week. Sorry, Kurt Summers. Rest in peace, Dirty Curdy.
Yeah, we saw him in St. Antoine, and he was not doing too great with that information. He scored 180 points the last day and still didn't win.
The beauty of he scored 180 points and still didn't beat me. That's how great my team was. The beauty of it is the one league that I needed to win the most, and I wanted to, was the Burn Rudy helmet league.
Well, burn or blow up.
We'll
see what happens. Yeah.
Somebody Drinker Bro did write in and say, "Hey man, I've got some C4, and I can blow this up on my ranch in Texas if you guys want." So,
maybe, or we can take it down to Bragg and have them do it.
Great.
We can take it down to Bragg and have those cool guys shoot like a fucking rocket at it or something too.
Yeah, it'd be great. I gotta win this game first. In this one though, the Falcons Jaguars. Too tough to call. Minshew's playing. He's starting. He's fun, sexy, flirty. Falcons got some injuries going on. It'll be a shootout, though. Maybe look at this 47 over under. This probably goes to 49. To be honest with you.
Yeah, in a dome, probably.
Oh yeah. Probably. They're going to be winging it around both teams. So nobody has anything to play for here.
Leonard Fournette's had another just great season on a shitty ass team
of laziness, or.
He's got 1,000 yards.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Man.
Every goddamn year.
His contract's probably up. But for this one, you got two teams with nothing to win for except for Minshew, I would say. Everybody else is safe except for Minshew.
We'll see. I mean, look, he's got to understand what kind of effect his shenanigans have on the team. Mm-hmm. Like, it gets people – if you get the crowd pumped up, it gets you pumped up.
Yeah.
And he's got that ability to do that. So he's probably an average NFL quarterback.
Yeah.
But having whatever you want to call it, moxie or stage presence or whatever the fuck, can really change a game.
Oh, yeah.
He hasn't figured it out yet. He's doing this stuff, but he hasn't figured out how to weaponize it yet. And I'm curious to see, like, if I was his quarterback coach, that's what I would be talking to him about. Like, hey, get this fucking building. I mean, they're away right now. But Jaguars fans, there'll probably be some Jaguars fans in Atlanta. They're all transplants in Atlanta anyways.
The Jaguars don't have any fans. It's fine.
Minshew does, though, is what I'm saying.
I'm going to go the over in this game. I'm going to stay away from the spread because I actually don't know who's going to win it. And I wouldn't goddamn for sure trust
Frankly,
the Falcons.
I don't know if anybody wins in this game.
It wouldn't. It's not us.
It's certainly not the fans, yeah.
Look, I actually hope the Falcons lose so they can get a better draft pick, but that's me. Next up, we got the Ravens against the Browns.
Oof, God, can you imagine going into the season the Browns having a fucking plus 9.5 at any point this season?
Crazy. The spread is minus 9.5 for the Ravens, and the Browns are the home team.
Yeah.
So
in reality, they expect them to win by 12, probably. But
there's two really fascinating things about this game to me. First of all, is this: the Ravens, if they win it. They will seal up home field advantage through the entire playoffs.
Yeah.
That is it. They don't need to play the last game. They can bench everybody. Yep. That has got to be a huge incentive for the Ravens of like, hey, man, let's get our guys healthy and rest up for the playoffs. And you have a bye on top of that, especially a running quarterback like Lamar. Keep him healthy. He's already won the MVP. Can we get that out of the way? He is the MVP of the NFL.
Yeah, I don't see how you could say
he does not
else.
have to play the last game of the year.
He doesn't have to. The only thing I would say is they've won 10 games in a row. And if they win 11, it's going to be hard not to try to win 12.
It is, but health is more important. I mean, you're 12.
Sure,
if you were undefeated, I would say go for it. Go for the undefeated thing. If not, there's no reason for it, man.
He's thrown 33 touchdowns and 6 interceptions.
Yeah, and how many is he running? He already broke the record for rushing for an NFL quarterback for this season.
He's got 7 rushing touchdowns.
Yes, he's got 40 on the year already. This guy's has been amazing. They do have something to play for. One of their only losses was the Browns.
Yeah, 40-25. That was a tough game.
Yeah.
But that ain't happening this time.
No.
I think it's a 10-point game, so I'm taking them. I'll take it at 9.
Same.
Actually, I might buy a point.
I'm gonna buy a point and take the Ravens.
Yeah,
on this
8.5.
one. And I think they win. I think he's pissed off, and this is revenge. And then he also knows, look, man, we've got a long rest if we can just win this game, and I'm good, and I don't have to play next week. If you're the Browns, now here was the second interesting.
It went up to 10.
Did it really?
Fuck.
Everybody's betting this shit.
So I'm going -9 on that one.
The other interesting thing about this game to me is this: the Browns now finish this decade as the only team in the NFL to never have a winning record.
Yeah,
in
they're
a
over
decade
to date, and they're probably going to lose this game. I don't know who their last game is against. I'm sure they'll fucking lose that too. But to date, their winning percentage is 2.259. I think
for the decade.
For the decade.
Jesus Christ!
So they won 26% of their games this decade. That's really good.
Browns
good
fans,
job, guys.
Man,
you're really fucking doing it, brother.
It's bleak, dude. Look, positive side, you get 2 more weeks to Freddie Kitchens. Negative side, I don't know what you're going to do with Baker Mayfield.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do with him? He was your first pick in the draft. You paid a lot of fucking money to him. Does he go one more year? Let me ask you that.
I think you have to, because unless you can get, they weren't bad enough to get one of those top quarterbacks.
Burrow's not going to fall to you there. I think Burrow's probably.
I wouldn't draft Burrows anyways. Honestly,
all right, he's going to be the first pick in the draft because it's going to go to Cincinnati.
Chase Young is going to be the first pick.
No, he's an Ohio kid. They need a quarterback. I think Cincinnati goes with Burrow.
That's a huge mistake on their part.
I believe so as well.
Like, would you trade? Do you think? Let's just say, for argument's sake, the Cardinals called the 49ers called the Cardinals and said, "Hey, we want Kyler Murray.
Yep.
You can have Bosa." Would they take that deal?
No.
What the fuck? Why?
With Bosa?
Would the Cardinals take the deal? Would they trade Bosa? Would they trade for Bosa and give up Kyler Murray straight up?
Yes.
Absolutely, right?
Yes.
So take the fucking best player in the draft.
I'm with you.
You can sign a free agent quarterback.
I am 100% with you, but look.
There's no quarterback in this draft that's going to make the kind of impact over their career that Chase Young will.
I agree.
There's no way.
Look, Chase Young and the Bosas are generational.
Like, how long are we going to continue making these fucking mistakes?
It's going to happen next year. I'm telling you. If Burrow has a fucking good playoff, it's going to happen. By the way, LSU lost their starting running back for the Peach Bowl. Take that into consideration when you're gambling, man. That spread is at 14 on my bookie, man.
It's a lot of points for a team that doesn't have a starting running back.
He's very versatile too. Like, he catches a lot of balls as well as runs. So, like, man, that's a tough one to lose.
Yeah, that's bad.
I think he still beat Oklahoma, but that's going to hurt for the national championship if you're going against Clemson or Ohio State, man. So that sucks. If he's not back, he was on crutches on campus. There was a picture of him. But I'm going to take the Ravens in this with you and buy a point. Next up, we got the Saints against the Titans. It's another good game, man. This is Saints -2 against the Titans. Both teams need to win.
I'm taking that all day.
Same here. I'm taking the Saints. You?
Yeah. Saints -2, yeah.
All day.
It's just because it's at that point in the season. We know the Titans are one of the more inconsistent teams in the league.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have a strong quarterback who's got a huge locker room presence.
Right.
And that's the kind of thing you need in a big game like this. Look, the Saints could fall flat. You never know, but my money is definitely on them. I think Drew Brees knows he's got to win this game, and so does Michael Thomas, and they're going to show the fuck out. And plus, they're just coming off a high of him setting a record. That's not – like, you don't come in and lose a game to a team like the Titans after that.
No, and to your point about Michael Thomas, to me, I've got him as number 2 in my MVP balloting.
He's got almost 1,600 yards and 133 receptions already. I mean,
How many touchdowns?
8. He's probably going to fucking end up with 145 to 150 receptions this year.
If he plays the last, I don't even know. I don't.
He
think
may
has
not
to
play the last game. We'll see. Yeah, it depends on how everything falls standings.
Actually,
wise.
no. He probably will because Green Bay is.
It depends on if the 49ers
a lot of teams
win or
that are
not.
yeah. Well, Seattle's got to play for San Francisco. No, they'll play. They'll actually play the last game. But yeah, I'm with you. The Saints need to win this for home field advantage. They're gonna win. This is a fucking joke of a spread. At -2. They're gonna win this game, and I'm all in on this one. It's probably my favorite game of the weekend, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Next up, we got Panthers at the Colts. Two teams of who cares. Colts are 6-8.
Yeah.
Colts fans, you're 6-8. I want to say that one more time. You are 6-8. You are only one game ahead of the Falcons, who I gave up on after week 3. Congratulations, Panthers. What are we doing here? This is Indy -6.5. I don't bet this game at all.
No, I don't really want to watch. I mean, the only thing
junky shit.
The only thing that's exciting to me in this game is Christian McCaffrey and how much more he adds to his resume for this year because he's already got 1,300 yards and 14 TDs on the ground.
My fear is that he doesn't play the last game, and
if I were them, he wouldn't be playing either one of these games.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah, you're right.
He's also got. Let's see. He's on pace. This is what he's on pace for right now. 1,500 yards on the ground, 16 touchdowns, and he's on pace for 107 receptions and 930 yards and 5 touchdowns.
Yep.
That is fucking crazy.
Crazy.
He's the Mike Trout of football.
He's number 3 on my MVP ballot, by the way. I got Lamar Jackson, Michael Thomas, and then McCaffrey. Next up, we got the Bengals against the Dolphins. Why even play this game? So the Bengals are 1-13. Unless they win out the last 2 games, they've essentially locked up home field. If I'm the Bengals, you throw this one.
Yeah.
And then see what happens on the last one. The line is even. It's a pick'em game.
If I'm the Bengals right here, I'd go major league and cut everybody on the roster and just bring in dudes from jail.
From jail, the streets,
wherever.
shelters.
Like cardboard cutouts. Just put them out there and like, hey, we gave it our best shot.
Whew, that's a terrible, terrible game.
It's funny. Joe Mixon's going to go over 1,000 yards on the ground.
Yeah,
but oh man,
I don't know why you watch this. I don't know why you bet this. Don't do anything with this. Gun to head, I'd say Miami, but that is if you're a diehard Miami fan and you are smoking crack in a fucking bathtub.
No, I mean it's a pick'em, so I might actually throw money on Miami because I think Fitzpatrick has too much pride to just give up.
Yeah.
And they know they can't get the number 1 pick now. You know what I mean? So there's not that much. There's incentive for them to go out and at least fucking have fun and play, which a lot of times will lead to wins. So I'm going to take the Dolphins in this.
Okay. Next up, we got the Steelers at the Jets. Steelers -3.5. Look, Steelers are 8-6. They have a shot for the playoffs. They need to win this game. Le'Veon Bell, by the way, I want to, because we're talking about the Jets, I want to circle back to him fucking me in fantasy a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Remember from the sickness?
Yeah. My tummy.
My tum hurts. Did you know what he did that night?
He went out to a casino or some shit?
Bowling,
that's right, yeah.
All of his family and friends, and bowled a 251 the night before after they said he was benched and he was too sick to play.
Well, maybe it was like the Jordan flu game.
It wasn't because they didn't play the next game. Didn't play. So... I don't know what's going to happen with this. I don't know if he stays with his team. I know this. Adam Gase didn't want him on the roster.
Yeah.
They didn't want that move to happen.
What's his deal? How many years?
3. So
they could get a first and a second. If they want to make a move come draft time, they could get a first round and a second round draft pick for him for sure.
I wonder.
No, for sure they could get that for Le'Veon Bell.
I wonder
because
there's a lot of money on there too.
There is a lot of money, but I get it. Like, I don't agree with what...
They were trying to make a trade before the deadline.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I don't agree with what he has done this year and what Odell Beckham did last year. I get it, though. Like, it's entire teams give up on their coach. And when you're in that situation, when you know you're one of the top 5 most talented dudes in the league at that position, and you sign with a team, they're like, hey, we put a lot of stuff together for you, and they didn't execute on any of it, and you're just getting smashed every goddamn game, it's got to fucking weigh on you.
I will say this. Le'Veon Bell is different. He actually wanted to play this game.
Yeah.
He said he was physically healthy enough. The doctors cleared him. And the team was the one that told him to stay away, I guess. And he didn't know if it was coming from the coach or the brass or who it was. But he goes, look, I was perfectly fine. The only thing that I've dealt with all this year is frustration over not getting the ball enough.
Yeah.
And to me, that is a different situation than Odell Beckham Jr., who is just kind of listless or whatever. Like, I've heard Le'Veon Bell from numerous sources bitching after every game, not only about losing, but not getting the ball and wanting to help the team more, whereas you do not hear that about Odell Beckham Jr. from anyone.
No.
So with this, man, the Steelers are just so fucking riddled with injuries. They have a great defense that's holding them into this. Do they eke this out? Yes. There's better games to bet on than this, though, and I'm not going to bet my money.
Yeah,
on this.
I don't waste money on this.
Yeah.
I also don't want to watch that game.
Same with the next one. Giants at the Redskins. Haskins has looked pretty goddamn good, by the way, since he started. And the one that is puzzling to me here, and maybe you can answer this because I don't have a fucking answer, is they just announced, this is live right now, that Daniel Jones is going to start at quarterback for the Giants. Why are you not letting Eli play out the season?
I think he had his victory lap
At the Miami game last week? Yeah, maybe.
Like, why risk going out on a down note at that point? Like, the season doesn't matter now, so who cares?
I guess, but the competitive part of you still wants to win games. Like,
yeah.
I wish they would have left it up to Eli.
Maybe they did.
Maybe they did, and he said no. I don't know. But this is -2, and no, these teams are both 3-11. Don't bet this. Save your money. Save your money. There's bowl games to bet on this weekend. There's better NFL games. You're good to go on this. Like, don't bet against 2 3-11 teams that you know nothing about. Next up, Lions at the Broncos. I'm actually taking this one all day. All day. This is -7 for the Broncos. The Broncos. The Lions are absolutely nuked injury-wise here. And
is this guy Blau starting still?
He is.
Oof.
Yeah. Drew Lock has looked pretty decent. I know they got housed by Kansas City, but
that's a tough game though.
Is there a plane that's going to crash into the studio, or that is really close?
Yeah, that's
above.
loud.
Either way, I think this Drew Lock kid looks all right. I know they got housed by Kansas City, but it was fucking snowing. It was like 2 feet of snow on the ground.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give this a shot. They still got Philip Lindsay and Royce the Ruler Freeman.
Cortland Sutton.
Yeah, and that Noah Fant kid's going to be a superstar one day. So I'm going to knock this down to 6.5 and probably take Denver. Although it'll be 58 in Denver. Denver's got some weird weather, don't they?
Yeah, that is weird for this time of year. I don't think I'm going to fuck with that one.
I'll fuck with it. I'll put some money on that. Next up, we got Raiders 6-8. Are they 6-8? Man, I remember when they were just 6-5, so they just lost the last 3.
Yep.
Against the Chargers at 5-9. Oof. This is Chargers -7. Raiders are all done playing in Oakland.
Yeah, and they're also. I mean, they're not.
They're all done for the postseason.
Yeah, they're 1-5 on the road. They've been one of the worst teams in the NFL on the road this year.
And look, Carr is, in my opinion, fighting for his job at this point.
He's lost his job.
He's gone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, look, fantasy-wise, I'm going to start Melvin Gordon and Austin Eckler in this, but obviously Darren Waller for the Raiders. Outside of that, Josh Jacobs is out in this game. Their superstar running back for the Raiders.
Yeah, I'm taking Chargers, but I'm going to take it down half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it down to 6.5 on this one, and I'll take the Chargers. I don't know what's going to happen with this Chargers franchise either. I mean, they're supposed to be moving to that new stadium next year. There's also some talks of London. I don't know.
Mexico City, where the whole team gets kidnapped. Like,
great.
if they moved a team there, the guys would have to live there. But they would have to put them on an armed compound in Mexico City. Mexico City has more kidnappings than any other city in the world.
Yeah. Next up, we got the Cowboys at the Eagles. Both 7-7.
This
Both
is a big,
tied for first.
As shitty as this is a big fucking game.
Our buddy Xander's going to this. I spent about 30 minutes on the phone with him. Cowboys fans are just so fucking delusional, man.
Yeah.
Man, I think we could win out and maybe win the Super Bowl. We got enough talent. My God, man, no. Look. This game will be on because it's winner get in at this point. So I don't know. It's Dallas -1.5. The weather's 46. Yeesh. The Eagles look, they've shown a lot of heart.
Yeah.
But they are really, really fucking banged up.
Yeah, they're fucked up.
They're missing everyone. Alshon Jeffrey is now out for the year for them. Sean Jackson is out for the year for them, obviously. Jordan Howard hasn't played in like fucking 7 weeks, so I'll lean towards the Cowboys, but man, the Cowboys really fucked me gambling-wise this year.
Fucking Dak. Dak is going to end up with 5,000 yards this year. Give or take.
Wait, here's the thing. Dak is a sprained AC joint.
Yeah.
I don't know what his health is like, and there's a rumor that he broke his index finger. That's what I've heard behind the scenes, so I don't know. I don't know that I bet this, man. The Cowboys have fucking boned me. Absolutely boned me. The hero in me says bet the Cowboys at -1.5, but the loser in me says these teams hate you, Ross, and they don't cover because you're an idiot. I mean, just 3 weeks ago, I bet against the Eagles against Miami Dolphins.
Yeah.
And won. Miami won the game. I could have took the money line. It was at 13.5.
I can't bring myself to bet on this game.
The junkie in me probably will. Check back to Drinkin Bro Sports on Facebook on Sunday. Probably throw a little something on it just to do it. Because I know that will be the game that there's only 2 4:30 games. Yeah, 3. This is going to be the game that they televise. Or, hopefully on the other channel will be Cardinals versus Seahawks. That is coming up next. That is Seattle -9.5. Frankly, that's generous to me. I realize the Cardinals just house Cleveland, but Seattle is not Cleveland.
No.
And they need to win this game. It is mandatory. However, the Seahawks' average margin of victory is 5.6.
Yeah.
They didn't cover last week either. It was 6.5, and they won by 6.
Let's see what the Saints have done against the spread this year, because I doubt they've been very good.
The Saints or the Seahawks?
Or the Seahawks, rather. Oh, they're 7-6-1. That's terrible.
It's exactly flipping a coin.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good on this one, too. Because, honestly, they're not the kind of team that fucking
wins.
I mean,
by
especially this year, they don't do that.
No. I'll take the Seahawks. I'll take the Seahawks in this one. I don't think the Cardinals can hang. I think they've given up on the year. I think they're all done.
Have you won any bets on the Seahawks this year?
I have actually.
One or two?
I've been really good. So the first couple of games of the year was like fuck the Seahawks. I lost the first or second game, and then after that, dude, I won 3 weeks in a row. I won 3 Seahawks games in a row, and I was like, all right, cool. I might bet on this one, man. We'll see. Check again. Sign up for Drinkin Bro Sports on Facebook. It's a private group, and you'll see exactly what my bets are right before all these games start. Sunday night game: Chiefs, Bears. Fun game. Bears are hanging on for dear life. They're 7-7. There's still a shot for the Bears.
It's a good defense.
But it's KC -6. You know where my dick lies.
Is Terrell Suggs going to be playing in this game?
Yes. Yes, he is. I'm all in on KC on this.
Yeah, it's 6. Yeah, why not?
I think that defense will be inspired because Terrell Suggs is there.
Yeah.
And
it's 6.5 on my booking.
Yeah, it means everybody's betting the Chiefs, dude.
I'll still take it at 6.5.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be 10-14.
Same. I get the Chiefs in this. Chiefs. Last but not least, the Monday night game. This will be fun because everybody's family's in town. December 23rd. Packers 11-3 against the Vikings 10-4.
This is for the division right here.
Woo! This is a big game.
If Packers win this game, it's over.
It's in Minnesota, and it's Minnesota -5.5. I'm surprised by that spread. Are you? I thought it was going to be a 3.
The Vikings haven't lost at home
the entire year. Really?
Yep.
Man, Thielen looked like shit last week. Dalvin Cook is out, by the way, for this game. So, oof. Man.
You know what? The Vikings, here's who they played at home. The Falcons, the Raiders, the Redskins, the Broncos, and the Lions. So maybe that stat isn't really meaningful. I'm taking Green Bay.
I'm going to take Green Bay, man, as well. And I think because Rodgers made a speech after that game and said, "Hey, man, we're grossly underrated. Fuck everybody, and You should pay attention to this.
Well, that last game, Aaron Jones had, 2 or 3 touchdowns? Something like that?
Yeah.
He had 3, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Hang on. Where the fuck is it? Man, he's actually tied for first in rushing touchdowns this year.
Ooh.
Where's the game? God damn it! Oh, here we go. He had 2 rushing touchdowns. Yeah, 2 rushing touchdowns last game. He looked really good against Chicago. It was a tough defense.
Yep.
And he ran the ball around pretty good. Didn't get a whole lot of yards or attempts or anything like that, but he was good when it counted.
Yeah, man. Shit. I'm with you. I'm going Green Bay.
I'm fine with Green Bay at plus 5.5. Let me check it on my bookie. I think it's still there.
The probe into the while you're checking.
It's actually plus 5.
Oh, it is. Huh? Go figure.
People are betting Green Bay.
Go figure. The probe into the Army-Navy game that we were at over the hand gestures.
Oh, my God, man.
Can we stop with this? This is okay. This is the okay symbol. This was what was it, a Reddit troll?
4chan.
4chan. Troll. Hey, man, what if we said that this was white supremacist? I bet we could get everybody on board to go around with this. Mm. That is exactly what happened. Fuck me, man. Are we there as a culture for this? The kids were cleared at the Army-Navy game. Like, come on, man. There is a million pictures of everybody making the OK symbol. At what point has this ever been referred to as white nationalism in our society?
It's so stupid, but, life is dumb.
Dumb.
People are dumb.
Dumb. And then breaking news, the NBA is discussing a $1 million per player purse for the winners of a proposed 30-team in-season tournament. The league is hopeful that an additional financial incentive would motivate players to treat a new tournament with competitive fervor. The NBA wants an in-season tournament that would begin with pool play as part of the regular season schedule before the teams with the best records advance to an 8-team single elimination tournament that would culminate in mid-December. Some executives are skeptical about this case. This is according to ESPN. Among the concerns is many suspect that the star players might prefer 5-day scheduling break. All of this, before we get too deep into this stupid shit, what are we doing?
I don't understand the purpose of this.
I don't either. And the average NBA player makes $9 million a year.
Yeah,
that is the average salary for an NBA player. For an extra $1 million, and worse, risking getting hurt.
Yeah,
Why the fuck would you do this?
Well, it's not more games. It's part of the regular season schedule, anyways. They're just changing up the format a little bit. So it's like the Champions League in Europe and football.
Terrible
and soccer,
idea.
rather.
I don't care about that.
I don't think $1 million per player is enough because it seems based on this article like each team would lose 2 home games and the revenue from those games. Mm-hmm. So, the teams, 23 of the teams, it's just like Congress, 67% have to fucking pass something to be, or Senate rather, for it to make its way to the Constitution.
Yeah.
Same way here. That's the way their collective bargaining agreement set up. I just don't. I don't
care either.
If there were other, the Champions League is because there's a bunch of different leagues in England.
Correct.
And UEFA is because Europe has tons of teams, different
exactly.
leagues.
Yep.
CONCACAF is because South America or the Americas have tons of teams. That makes sense to take the best teams out of a bunch of different leagues and play them. And look, if that's what they want to do, instead of having the World Championships or whatever, if they want to have the best 3 American teams or 4 American teams go into a round-robin tournament that goes to single elimination with the best teams from Europe and China, that would make sense, I guess. But why? What's the fucking point of that?
Yeah, man. It makes no sense to me.
No.
It makes no sense to me. Lastly, before we get to your questions, because, again, we are live on YouTube, as always, with all of our sports shows for Drinkin' Bros Sports Companion Show. The rankings came out. They had the signing day for college football. We will go over the top 5 real quick. I don't think there's going to be any real surprises here. Clemson is in at 1. Alabama is in at 2. Ohio State is in at 3. And and LSU is in at 4. Georgia at 5. Auburn at 6. Like none of these are. Texas A&M at 7. All of these to me, look, you've had these top 4 teams: Clemson, Alabama. LSU is new to this, obviously, but these have been the teams, man.
Yeah,
these have been the winning programs.
College
this
football
is
all about recruiting.
The last 10 years,
no,
it is always Ohio State. It is always Clemson, LSU, or I'm sorry, Alabama, Clemson. I mean, LSU's new. That's it. So yeah, if you're looking for next year, it's going to be the same people.
It will be, yeah. Well, that you're talking about
in there.
You're talking about 2 to 4 years.
Yeah.
For recruiting classes like this.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens. You never know.
So it's not a surprise. Congratulations. Ohio State stocked up on a big quarterback. Everybody was amped about that Stroud kid.
Clemson got a lot of good players. One of the players that a lot of the teams were recruiting went to. He's a 5-star recruit who went to University of South Carolina. Why?
You know, here's why, and I'll tell you. If you want to start right away, so you take this C.J. Stroud kid that went to Ohio State. Ohio State had already signed a 4-star quarterback.
Yeah.
So he's there on the roster, enters the same year and everything else. Justin Fields is coming back.
Yeah.
You're not going to play for another year.
Mm-hmm.
There is a lot of kids that want to get in, play immediately, and try to go to the NFL.
Well, there's also the risk of being Joe Burrow.
Yes.
Or Justin Fields, or like look at it. There's a lot of guys like Burrow and Fields and others and Hurts that it didn't work out for. So who knows? Maybe that is a smart move. I guess we'll see.
It's part of it, but you're not going to win anything. So let us take your questions here. Bobby G, all hail Lord Glorbschlab, and Lee W. Great interview with Alex Jones. Yeah, man. Look, we get along with him.
Yeah, he's
fucking hilarious, dude, and that guy will answer anything under the sun, and it's always fun when any guest does that.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you think of him personally or politics wise, I don't really give a shit. As a guest, he is unbelievably entertaining. As a human, he is unbelievably accommodating. We usually use his crew down there.
Yeah,
Daria, his producer, is one of the best in the biz. We've enjoyed it thus far, and for sure we will get him on in 2020 at some point. J.R. Crandall, let's go Bills. Pats are beatable this week. It's funny. It's what Dan and I said.
I agree. I definitely agree. I think this year the mystique is gone. Whatever it is that scares people. It's like when the Warriors lost to the Cavaliers, people started to think, we could do that too.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
Chris Beerworth, Daddy's home from deployment. Let's get wet. First of all, Chris, welcome home. That's awesome that you're home in time for the holidays.
He was on the cruise, by the way.
Yeah. So we want to say welcome home. We're glad you're back and safe and alive and able to enjoy the holidays with your family, and that's fucking amazing. Cheers. Look, we're here in town, so if you want to get wet, hit us up. Fuck, man, I think we have one more sports show at noon on Christmas Eve is when we're going to do the picks for next week for the NFL, and we'll be here. So if you want to stop by and have a beer, feel free. Yeah.
Craig Dulesky says Drew Brees is the man, should go to Miami when he has a chance. Oh, wait. I think he's going to have a chance probably the first week of February to go to Miami and play in the Super Bowl and win.
No. Here's the thing. So if you're Drew Brees, last year of your contract.
No. He's going to go to Miami for the Super Bowl.
And
win it. Yeah, he's not going to fucking play there.
I was going to say.
Fuck that.
If Brees wins, why not walk off like Peyton Manning and take the Super Bowl and be done with the career?
After breaking the record now, if he wins the Super Bowl, he's absolutely going to retire.
What's left?
It would be dumb to stay.
What's left? If he wins it all. If not, they still have a great team in New Orleans. Why not go there? And they got they just signed Janoris Jenkins, which was a nice pickup. Obviously, Terrell Suggs went to the Chiefs. That's another great pickup. So hopefully the Chiefs make a run because we enjoy the Chiefs as well. But he's not playing there in a million years. Who else we got left today? Bobby G says, I still got 3 monsters today. Don't think they'll work. Guess I'll switch over to Killcliff. Yes, KillcliffCBD.com, promo code Drinkin Bros.
Yeah, we're bringing them
It's got
back for
CBD in it.
2020, so that deal is going to keep going. So
Means amazing.
I would highly recommend buying a bunch right now, though, because look, at the new flavors when they come out,
We'll sell out very,
it says limited edition on there, which probably means they're going to go away fast.
Yeah. Richard Denoff, need them Four Loko seltzers. You know, it's interesting, man. You and I have been to 9 cities now in like the last week, I feel like. We're at the end of this travel for the year, thank God. Tried to get them in every city we've been to. I don't know where they're at, man.
I haven't seen
Philadelphia,
them yet.
Jersey, Austin, seen in Chuan. We haven't seen them. We went in every gas station to look.
Yeah.
Haven't seen them. Eric Weekly says, I got a lot of love for the Catalina lime mixer from Natty. So do I, man. I'm drinking these things now.
Yeah.
This is my jam. You go White Claw.
You can find those everywhere, too, unlike I still haven't seen the Four Loko.
Nope.
I don't know what the deal is. It's irritating.
Yep. Ruben Schneider, Ross, I thought you were going to grow a mustache. I grew one out to support you and then realized you stopped or gave up. So I shaved mine off yesterday. First of all, don't do that. Secondly, we had some school board meetings.
Yeah.
And I could never, for me, to grow a great mustache, it takes 2 weeks. I have not had 2 weeks where we haven't had some form of important meeting.
Yeah.
And it's been difficult, but maybe over the holidays, man, because we're off for a couple weeks. So.
You don't want to go into a meeting with a 60% stash.
No.
You look like you've got the mange or something.
Exactly. You got to go full, because we had meetings with our advertisers and all that shit 2 nights ago. Like, I need a full fucking thing, but I might have the opportunity now. So
I think you do.
Yeah. So look, Ruben, I think I will have it. Apologize for that. Reed White, Natty Seltzers create one wicked hangover after about 16 of them. You know, it's funny you say that. I drank an entire case one night just to see how fucked up I could get. Yeah, you get fucked up. You do. It takes a lot, though, for this type of shit for a guy like myself. I'm not... I can't remember the last time I've been, like, drunk, where I'm like, slurring my words or anything like that. Hard to...
No, we drink too much, I think, for that to happen.
Yeah. Hard to put a price on it. Who else we got down here? He says he's late to the show here. Hunter Swafford, I'm late to the show. You're not actually late to the show. We're doing an extra show for NFL spreads this week, and it is because we were gone, actually, so that is our fault.
Yeah.
We were with Alex Jones in Austin, Texas.
And as soon as this is over, you can fucking go back and replay the whole thing.
Craig Dulesky, I'm looking to get in Roman to get a little extra. Dude, we all have been doing that, and you and I just had a conversation off air before we came on, man. At getroman.com/Drinkin Bros, boner pills, free shipping, free doctor's visit, everything gets shipped to your house in a discreet package. They're fucking amazing. We actually love Roman, and we actually talked about the destruction of Viagra because of their product. It's them that is solely driving Viagra to where nobody fucking cares anymore. Michael Cherry. One way to be safe from crashing a plane is a ghost bed. You're goddamn right.
Yeah, every time Jared takes a flight, he straps a ghost bed to his back. He has to buy the whole row of seats, but it's safer. I mean, shit.
That is totally true. Let's see. The Rev Gina, the Reverend. Oh, genitalia. That's what Gina is short for. Is genitalia. Says I am solely on board with Ross's decision of Natty Light seltzers rather than White Claw. It's a personal preference at that point. Natty Light seltzers got some fucking sting to it. Lastly, Sean Haggerty says Merry Christmas and I hope you guys enjoy the holidays. Thank you, Sean. We've been going on the road for 7 days in like 4 different cities. Yeah. We actually will enjoy the holidays. We will do one more sports show. Our Army-Navy show will be live on Sunday night at 8 o'clock that we did at the tailgates. And I think that will be it for the end of the year. And we'll be back around January 6th is when we'll start back up with shows again. Because, look, the holidays fall in the middle of the week, both Christmas Eve, Christmas, and then New Year's Eve. Everybody's usually off now for those holidays and that week. Yeah. Podcasts don't really do that well.
No, they don't.
Also, we want to see our families for the first time in the entire year.
Yeah. So, that's good.
Yeah.
And I've got a Drinkin Bro of the week for this week.
Fire away.
It's from Jared Smith,
mm-hmm.
and he says, My father just passed away yesterday. This was Sunday, so his dad died on Saturday.
Shit.
Wanted to nominate him for Drinkin Bro of the Week. His name is Tim Kashner, and he was a Cap Scout in the Army. 13 years ago, he had a heart transplant. Was the first person in the nation to ever survive a BIVAD surgery, which is basically a fake heart beating on your lap.
Okay.
Hang on a sec. Let me get to the rest. He lived a good life for 13 years after that until his kidneys failed and his lungs failed. It's been a hard time, but he and Jared actually watched the show together. They watched our show together a lot.
Yeah.
And it was nice for him to. He said it would be nice for all of us to raise a glass in his honor. There's one more bit down here. Hang on a sec. Excuse me.
I will, by the way. I'll raise a glass now.
Yeah.
And cheers. Yeah.
Just looking for the write up here. Yeah, there's a picture of him. He's wearing the terrible Army cunt cap. Remember those? Like,
oh yeah,
that cap,
yeah.
and the top of it looks like a fucking splayed out vagina. Yeah. So here's the obituary. It's Timothy V. Kashner, Sr., 55 of Ephrata, Pennsylvania, passed away Saturday, December 14th, 2019 at Hershey Medical Center. He was a loving husband of Lisa Ann Kashner and son of Darlene Kashner Stoner. Timothy is also survived by 5 children, including Jared. And let's see what else. Tim was born in Lidditz, Pennsylvania, was a Warwick High School graduate. He served in the U.S. Army as a cavalry scout and worked as a truck driver for local trucking companies. So his, I believe the services are happening tomorrow on Saturday. And if you want that information, you can, find it. I'm sure it's just a small ceremony for the family, though. But, yeah, it sucks, man.
It sucks. Cheers. We're with you. Since we're here. Look, I lost a father. He said he's 55.
Yeah.
I lost my father. He was 59. It's been about 10 years now. It's a weird feeling. You don't really know how to act or what to say when you go through it, and it's something that you don't really come out on the other side of it for about 6 or 8 months, just because the impact of losing your father is a lot, and it's a really, really heavy time, and something that's really hard to process and get over. But to me, it sounds from what Dan said that he was a great man, and at least that makes it easier.
Yeah.
If he was a piece of shit, then you'd be like, yeah, all right,
yeah.
Cool. We wouldn't be getting these nominations, obviously, but cheers to you. I hope your family's doing okay, and I'm sorry this happened to you right before the holidays.
Yeah. There's never a good time to lose a parent or a loved one in general, but especially this time of year, we'll be thinking about you, buddy.
Absolutely. Thank you for writing in. You can send in all your Drinking Bros of the Week submissions to our Facebook page, Drinking Bros Podcast. D'Anthony, I am ahead on that Buffalo bet by a lot right now. It was the right call for me. It was the really, really right call for me. 24-6, top of the fourth quarter on that one. Bet with us or against us on mybookie.com/Drinkin' Bros. It doubles your deposit all the way to $1,000. For Mr. Holloway, I am Ross Patterson. This is Drinkin' Bros Sports Companion Show. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll be back on Tuesday. Live on Facebook or YouTube. Live on YouTube on Tuesday. We'll give you the spreads before you junkies bet over the weekend here for the final week of football. Yeah. We love you. Good night.